Finally, let's look at, the additional. So one is we can scan the data catalog, and the second is as data comes in, the active part of the augmented catalog, which is, data is not the same, it changes. So another thing that DvSum does, it detects changes that happen in data. So for example, I'm going to go back to data sources. And in this case, I'm emulating, in interest of time, through a file upload mechanism, but consider that this is your S3 data lake, or it is an Azure blob storage data lake storage. So in this case, there are orders file that was loaded yesterday, and today, let's say a new file is coming from a third party. So third party data is the most difficult to control, because we don't know if the upstream team or the vendor, in this case, of your data, the third party supplier of the data, made any changes. Could be schema changes, volume changes, 0 bytes file, data type change. So let's go ahead and simulate that today. I got a new file of orders. So again, it's a scanner is running. It's going to scan the data, new data, and it compares the profiles with the previous version of the data. And if it detects a significant change, either in the data types, layout, volume of data, or even the distribution of the data itself, like I'm seeing a lot of blank values, it is going to be able to alert that information. So if you look at the scan history in this case, so if now you see the different insights, it says, hey, I did find the same table, but I found that the table has some issues with the volume of the data. And even on the field side, I find one field which is higher blank values, maybe new categories come in. So why is this information helpful from a catalog? So this is the perspective of a data engineer. Their biggest problem is they want to make sure their data pipelines don't fail. And these kind of issues cause data pipelines to fail. So from a data engineering standpoint, they can, all the scan that I did right now on the console, all of this is available through APIs. So they can integrate the scan as part of their data pipeline. And if there is any issues with the data, they can either stop their pipeline, or in this case, if it's not a critical issue, the scan runs, and if I go to my home, it's going to give me an alert, whether by email, etc., saying that, hey, the data set that I'm following, in this case, orders, there's a drift of the data, and perhaps I should take a look.